Hello everyone, my name is Yafa. I am a doctoral researcher in geographic studies, and basically I'm here today to talk a little bit during the 16 days campaign organized by the Hear My Voice Women's Network. We're going to be speaking about gender-based violence for the whole time on this campaign. What I really want to speak about here, specifically in today's video, is about the work of an amazing Indian scholar called Gayatri Spivak. When we think of gender-based violence, what I think about is the work of Gayatri Spivak titled, Can the Subaltern Speak? In the way she shapes post-colonial studies, Gayatri Spivak asks, can the subaltern speak, through another question that really relates to our work as practitioners against gender-based violence, but also as feminists in general. And she asks, can the white man save the brown woman, especially from the brown man? This is a question that might be very problematic for us as practitioners against gender-based violence or as activists who speak against violence every single day. But this is also something that we should be really careful about. Gayatri Spivak makes this question much more clear through a case study. She actually studies the practice of sati in India, which is the practice of women setting themselves on fire or killing themselves after the decease or after the loss of their partner or spouse. Basically, the British colonization has decided to abolish the sati in the last century, making it illegal to actually perform this action. But then the question becomes, how do we evaluate the abolishment of the sati? For a practitioner against gender-based violence, this might seem like a victory, but again, we need to be very critical about everything that is performed in the light of colonialism and in the light of white supremacy. Let me make this more clear. In this kind of case, everybody was speaking on behalf of women. Here at the Hear My Voice Network, Women's Network, we are actually calling for listening to women and letting them voice their needs. What is so problematic about abolishing the sati by the British colonization? What's problematic is that everyone was speaking on behalf of women. They were not letting the subaltern speak. Indian men was saying that women actually wanted to kill themselves. Women no longer wanted to live after the death of their partner. They were speaking on behalf of women. The British colonization, on the other hand, were using this attitude or was using this claim to justify their colonization and their control of the Indian community. By abolishing the sati or by introducing this law, the British colonization was basically saying, the Indian society is a barbarian and uncivilized one that requires the intervention of the British colonization and that requires the remaining or requires the stay of British institutions over control the lives of Indian people, which is not true. So abolishing the sati was rather just a mechanism or rather a tool for colonization to expand in India. And it wasn't for helping the needs of women. So also British colonization was not trying or letting the subaltern speak. It was not letting women's voices be heard. So in both cases, women were not able to speak. The women's opinion were not voiced in this case. The British colonization was using them as a tool. And brown men were just also voicing their own opinion on behalf of women. So here we raise the question again. Can the subaltern speak? Can women voice their own needs and make their own voices be heard? And this brings us back to the main question. Can a white man or even a white woman save the brown woman from the brown man? Gayatri Spivak actually kind of answers this question, and she says, no, the only person that can save a brown woman is the brown woman herself. This is by voicing her needs. This is by coming out to express her struggles and to express against violence, against oppression. And the rest of the world is here to support these women. We cannot impose on these women the changes that they need to make. We cannot tell them what is right and what is wrong, what is civilized and what is not civilized, because these women have what it takes to make the change. What we are here to say is that we are here to support your struggle. We are here to hear your voice. We are here to give you all the tools you need to make your voice heard. And once your voice is heard, we're going to fulfill complete support, to give complete support to your voice and to your needs and to your mission. So this is an invitation to women all over the world to hear the voices of the subaltern, to hear the voices of women that are under oppression, to hear the voices of women that are going through any type of violence, and especially gender-based violence.